Hey, this is Drew Page. Welcome to the Drew Page channel. I saw that Greta Thunberg was arrested allegedly by German police in regard to a protest. So I wanted to find out what was going on, especially in light of the recent feud between her and Andrew Tate, and wanted to see what it was exactly she was being detained for. So I went and checked out the video from Reuters, and I couldn't believe what I saw. So we're going to break this down and see if this was a real detention or a fake detention and why it matters. So let's take a look at the video. So here we see a group gathered together. This kind of looks like a detention, certainly. And you can see Greta Thunberg there. You see all of the officers there in the background. Now you see them carrying her. Now look around in the background. There's no one else being carried like that, just her. Her legs are out, her body's laid back. Then she's walking along. They barely have any hands on her. Then you see that they're holding one of her arms. She's smiling. Another arm is on her shoulder. The other guy that's beside him is smiling, probably for a photo op. You see her smiling and shaking her head and laughing with the police. And then she puts her serious face on, of course, because this is serious after all, right? And then you see these people taking pictures with the police officers, and now she's walking from the scene with two police officers. So watching this, I couldn't help but remember a little while ago when AOC was being arrested, and we had the pictures of her with her arms behind her back and two police officers on each side, and one was holding one arm, one was holding the other, and she was holding her arms behind her back, but they weren't cuffed in any way. In fact, she was free to move. She made hand signals. It wasn't a real arrest. And so you've seen the video here now. It's big. It's a big photo op. There's absolutely no indication that this was a real detention other than when that group of people were there. Now maybe they detained the whole group and then figured out, oh, this is the famous girl who's famous for climate change, and so let's have some fun with it now. But then it just got silly, carrying her by her legs and then doing the photo op stuff. I mean, this is just ridiculous. But the reason why this matters, though, is because we're seeing all these people just making a mockery of the criminal justice system. I mean, we wonder why we have this perspective here in our country that certain people are treated one way while others are not treated fairly, or treated in a different way. And it's things like this. It certainly doesn't help. When we see that someone is being able to get photo ops and being able to do all these ridiculous things, and whereas other folks who maybe don't have as much money, don't have as much notoriety, they get mistreated, they don't get the same publicity, their cases don't get the same careful attention, and that's not what we want out of our criminal justice system. And so for people who claim that there is a systemic problems with the justice system, you're right. But it may not just be the way that you think that there's a systemic problem. There's a systemic problem not only with injustices with how people are treated within the system unfairly, but then there are also systemic injustices where people who have certain notability, notoriety, fame are treated differently in another way too. And so I would hope that there would be some outcry about that as well. So let me know what you think. I know this is more of like a legal theory type video, and the one that I did on Biden apparently didn't hit too well. But let me know what you think. Do you think that this was a real detention, a real arrest, or was this just some mockery of the justice system? Let me know down in the comments. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video. Thanks.